Hello and welcome to myfinanceteacher.org. Let's talk about energy today. Let's talk about crude oil and our expectations going forward with crude oil price, given that over the last couple of weeks, crude oil actually came down from $66 all the way towards $61, and it's currently at about $61.9. So first thing I want to have a look at is a quick overview of intermediate cycles in crude oil. To be honest, intermediate cycles in crude oil are not that easy for me to identify. So if you disagree with how I see these cycles, let me know in the comments below. I would appreciate your view on this as well. But basically, looking back to, say, middle of 2017, that gives us 2 years of data. I see cycles lasting anywhere between only 129 days up to 233 days. If we look at this period, for example, between the end of June 2017 and the end of December 2018, that gives us 18 months, and within these 18 months we see 3 cycles. So let's say on average half a year per intermediate cycle in crude oil. The current cycle has been going on for about 135 days. So I think crude oil a couple of weeks ago has topped out and has entered a declining phase within this current intermediate cycle. So the main theme for this video, I guess, is patience. Let's wait a little bit, see how low crude oil will drop, and move on from there. Maybe we'll have a chance to have some nice gains into the second half of summer. Why second half of summer is because of the driving season. Basically, there is quite a lot of seasonality in crude oil price, I think. Often seen also on crude oil inventory builds or drawdowns. Usually the largest demand for crude oil is around the winter time, when we see large drawdowns. Second largest period for demand for crude oil is around the driving season in US, that is around July, August. That's when we also see some drawdowns over here, for example, as well as over here. And in spring, as well as in autumn, inventories are usually building up. And the last EIA report said that the inventories increased by around 10 million barrels over the last week. That is the second highest built up over the last couple of years. I think we're going to continue having these build-ups all through May and possibly sometime over June as well. So for these couple of reasons, I expect a gradual decline in crude oil price. The couple of reasons, as I mentioned, is the duration of the cycle. We are in the declining phase according to this normal duration. And secondly, we are in the period when the demand for crude oil is not that high. Winter is behind us. Driving season is ahead of us. So again, this lower demand also softens the price a little bit. So moving forward, I expect a decline in crude oil price. Where should I place this arrow? Well, let's throw in Fibonacci retracement numbers here as well. At least 38% retracement is a possibility. 50% is very likely as well as 62% retracement. I think over the next several weeks, crude oil will come down to at least this 100-day moving average. Say that's mid-50s. Although I do expect crude oil to kind of come down below that as well. This 50% retracement is very, very likely, I think. And even this 62% retracement, a low 50s, is quite likely as well. However, whichever it is, whether crude oil comes down to only mid-50s or even breaks slightly below 50s by, let's say, early June, I think that would be a really, really nice buying opportunity. because beyond that, in summer, late summer, I would expect crude oil to come close to $70. So that's one of the opportunities to make some gains that I'm looking forward over the next couple of months, over the next several months. Although currently, as I mentioned, we have to sit patiently for another several weeks and see where this decline in crude oil price takes us. That's all for now from me. From you though, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, I would really appreciate that. That really motivates me to keep providing more value to you guys in these videos. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of these videos in future. Have a nice day, and of course, good luck in your trades.